Welcome once again, gentle folks. Thank you for joining me for another video for your Serie A betting tips and predictions. I thank you very much for your time and thank you for joining me once again for another video. We have been going at this for a couple of months now. I hope you have been reaping some success, yeah. And remember, folks, to share the word, spread the word about the channel with your friends and family members, yeah. Alright, then let's head straight into it. And this year game week, we're going to start here on Friday, and we're going to start with Bologna versus Spezia. And for Bologna versus Spezia now, I'm expecting here Bologna to take care of business, and I'm seeing both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying Bologna take this 1-1. And in terms of the handicap system now, I'll go ahead and I'll take Bologna win by a goal, but we're gonna have to take a draw, yeah. So recapping predictions for Bologna versus Spezia, I'm expecting both teams to score, and I'm expecting Bologna to win. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of Bologna, I believe. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to take a draw, the three-way handicap system, that is. Basis being Bologna winning by a goal, alright? So let's jump on to our next game, and our next game will be Lecce versus Salernitana. And for Lecce versus Salernitana, I'm expecting Lecce to win here. Lecce to win, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. Predicted no, double chance here. I'm going with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying that Lecce wins this one 1-0. And in terms of the handicap system, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Lecce to win by a goal. We're going to have to take a draw here based on our predicted scoreline. Alright, so recapping predictions for Lecce versus Salernitana, I'm expecting Lecce to win, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, I'll go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 1-0 in favor of Lecce, and in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take a draw. Alright, so those are my predictions for that particular game, for this game, yeah. And we're going to head on to Empoli versus Torino. And for Empoli versus Torino now, I'm expecting here Torino to eke something out here, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying Torino wins this one 1-0. Otherwise, that could go up to 2, but I'm taking 1-0 here. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm gonna go ahead and take Torino to win by a goal here, but we're gonna have to take a draw, yeah. Because you know that, right? Y'all know I have to take a draw already based on the predicted scoreline, yes. So recapping predictions for Empoli versus Torino, I'm expecting Torino to win here. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 1-0 in favor of Torino. And in terms of the handicap system, we're going to take a draw on the handicap system. Basis being Torino winning by a goal to nil. Basis, yeah, Torino winning by 1 goal, yeah. Alright, and so now we're going to move on to our next game, and our next game will be Cremonese versus Inter Milan. And I'm expecting Inter Milan to take care of business here, and Cremonese scoring, I'm going to say yes, both teams to score. In terms of combination bet, double chance bet, I'll go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying here Inter Milan to win this 1-3-1. And in terms of the handicap system, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take Inter Milan to win this one by a goal. Alright, so Inter Milan to win by a goal, $2.30, yeah, really nice. So if you don't want to take a straight up bet and bet for Milan to win straight up, then you can always go ahead and take the handicap bet here, which is Milan winning by a goal, which is $2.30, which is way better than $1.50, yeah. Alright, and so Milan to win, both teams to score. In terms of combination bet, double chance bet, I would say either to win and both to score. Alright, and in terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying 3-1 in favor of Inter Milan, and on the handicap system, as I just said, you know, taking Milan to win by a goal. Alright, so now we're going to move on over to our next game, and that next game will be Atalanta versus Sampdoria. And for Atalanta versus Sampdoria, I'm expecting Atalanta to handle business here. So Atalanta to win. And both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, you know, either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying here Atalanta wins this 1-3-0. In terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Atalanta to win by a goal. Alright. So recapping predictions for Atalanta versus Sampdoria. Expecting Atalanta to win. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 3-0 in favor of Atalanta. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to take Atalanta to win this one by a goal, and we're getting $90 at the present moment for that bet. Yeah. Alright then, so we're going to move on to our next game, and our next game will be AC Milan versus Sassuolo. And AC Milan versus Sassuolo. I'm expecting AC Milan to win here, and I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of double chance, you go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying, hey, AC Milan should win this 1-3-1. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take AC Milan to win by a goal here. Alright, so recapping predictions for AC Milan versus Sassuolo. I'm expecting AC Milan to win here. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of AC Milan. On the handicap system, I'm taking AC Milan to win by a goal. Alright, and gentle folks, remember taking notes and ensure you spread the word. Alright, so then our next game will be Juventus versus Monza, and for Juventus versus Monza, I'm expecting Juventus to win here. So Juventus to win. Both teams not to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying here, Juventus to win this one 2-0. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted, not predicted scoreline. I give the predicted scoreline already, but I'll go over it in the recap again. On the handicap system, I'm going to take Juventus to win this one by a goal. Alright, now recapping predictions for Juventus. For versus Monza. I have here Juventus to win, both teams not to score. In terms of correct scoreline, I'm saying here Juventus winning this one 2-0. In terms of double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both not to score. In terms of the handicap system, I'm going to take Juventus to win this one by a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for Juventus versus Monza, and we're going to move on over next to Lazio versus Fiorentina. And for Lazio versus Fiorentina, we are expecting this one to be a close-ish one. Yeah, it should be close. And so I'm going to take a draw here, and I'm expecting both teams to score as well. Yes, and so 1-1. That's my scoreline. In terms of a double chance bet, yeah, if you want to do a double chance, you could go with let me see here. Looking for one that contains a draw. Alright. Alright, you could go with draw and under 4.5. So let's go ahead and recap our predictions for Lazio versus Fiorentina. I'm expecting this one to end in a draw, folks, and expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of predicted scoreline, I'm saying here this should be a 1-all scoreline. And in terms of double chance, I'll go ahead and take a draw and under 4.5 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for Lazio versus Fiorentina. Now we're going to move on over to Napoli versus Roma. And for Napoli versus Roma, I'm saying here we should have Napoli coming out on top here. I'm not going to say quite easily. They should win. I'm expecting them to win. I'm expecting both teams to score as well, even though Roma might come out and decide to sit back waiting on the counter, and I might not get a goal, and Napoli might end up scoring 2 or 3 or 4 before you know it. Yeah. Then so in terms of a double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying Napoli wins this 1-3-1. Alright. In terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Napoli win in by a goal. Alright, so recapping predictions for Napoli versus Roma. I'm expecting Napoli to win here. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of combination bet, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of Napoli. In terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take Napoli to win this one by a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for Napoli versus Roma. Now we're going to jump on over to our final game for this year game week, and this game is Udinese versus Verona. And for Udinese versus Verona, I'm expecting Udinese to handle business game at home here. They have been doing fairly well enough at home for me to give them the win here. So Udinese to win. I'm expecting both teams not to score. And in terms of double chance, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here Udinese wins this one 2-0, being at home here. And on the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take Udinese to win by a goal, right? Also, if you want to stay on the safer side, you can also take Udinese for a draw here on the three-way handicap system, I'd say. Alright, so recapping predictions for Udinese versus Girona versus Verona. I'm expecting Udinese to win. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance bet, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 2-0 in favor of Udinese, I'm saying here. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take Udinese to win this one by a goal. Alright, so general folks, this is how the quick rumbles for this year week of the Serie A betting tips and predictions. I hope you took your notes. And once again, I must thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all these months, yeah. And also remember to spread the word about the channel with your friends and your family members. And happy betting and best of luck in these upcoming games. Alright, thanks.